welcome back to the channel for another lovely craft video for our spooky season. Yes, we are getting our households ready for all of the ghosts and ghouls that will be visiting, you know, hypothetically, since none of us really leave our houses. So we are getting ready for the hypothetical, or, you know, if you believe in ghosts and ghouls realistically, then yes, you're getting ready for those to come and visit you. And I'm here to help you along with that. Just a teensy bit for our little, I guess it's the spooky farmhouse kind of style, because that's what I've been kind of getting into this year. So that is what we have been doing here recently. Some things, yes, are more farmhouse-esque. There we go. That was kind of hard. But anyways, that is what we were getting into. And to help you along with that, it fell on the floor. I really got to get a table. Like, y'all can't see my recording area, but it's just like me and a stool. So there's like nothing. I need a table. But voila, this is what we are going to be making for this craft video. Y'all have seen these in one of my Halloween hauls. I think, did I post that one already? I don't think that one's been posted yet. But anyways, y'all will see this in an upcoming Halloween haul. I got this from Dollar General. So, and it was only $1 for this little tag. And it had originally had a spider on it, but I had to cover that up because I'm not, nope. Me and spiders do not get along. But yes, we made a simple little beaded garland. This one actually turned out better than some of my other ones, because I tried to do this video before and the footage just kept crashing, or there was something wrong with it. So this is the one that I did show y'all, and this one actually turned out a lot better than I had expected it to. So that's always nice when the craft turns out better than you think. But okay, so I will go ahead and cut to the footage on that and then meet y'all back when I am done. Hey everybody, so we are here for another lovely craft video for the fall spooky season. We're kind of doing a lot of these more like home decor pieces for the spooky season, trying to get our house ready for that. So we have another little craft. Now I'm going to try something different in this one, so I'm hoping it works out because I've never done this before and I'm not sure if it's actually going to work. But and I've tried to record this video before, but that was before I got the new camera and the video just crashed and there was a lot of problems with it. So I'm trying to do this again, but I'm doing it a little bit different. So I'm just gonna roll with it, and if it crashes, it crashes. So we're just having another fail video going up on the channel. But what we're going to try and make is a beaded garland. You know, it's kind of, I think it's really popular right now in more of the spooky farmhouse stuff, which is what we've been doing for some of our projects. So I'm going to try and make one. For this one, you're going to need yarn because you do have to make your own little tassel. I just went ahead and did that. And all you do is you just measure out your different colors of yarn. You make your little loop at the top like so, and then you cut it, and then you just wrap some more around your middle to make your tassel part, tie it off, and you're all set. Just make sure you have a nice loop at the top so you can actually hang that from your beaded garland. So you're also going to need some beads. These have already been painted because, like I said, I've tried to record this video before. It didn't work out, so I still have the beads from when I made those, because I just went ahead and made them since, you know, I tried to record it again and it still crashed on me, so I just had to wait till I had a different camera to do this. And then I'm going to try and bead these foam skulls onto our garland. I'm not sure how well this is going to work, so I'm still going to try it just to see. If nothing else, then I'm just going to use the beads that I have on hand and we'll go from there. You're going to need your yarn. Still, the yarn I'm going to be using, I'm going to go ahead and just use the white yarn to do my entire garland. So you could use pretty much anything. You could use, I know some people use like the hemp rope, you could use that. You could use the black if you wanted to. I'm going to use the white just because I think it'll look better. It'll look a little better. You know, you can make this as pretty much however you want to instead of actually buying one. And then I'm going to be using, remember I told you I had a little project for this. So I'm going to be using this tag that we got from I think it's Dollar General's where I got this from, and as you can see, I went ahead and covered up my little demon friend on there. That is what they are known as. That is what it is. So I just went ahead and just put another little bat sticker on that and covered that up, so I wouldn't have to deal with him, and I'll remove the tag from that later. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the tag end and then work our way to the tassel part. So you want to go ahead and just kind of get out some of your yarn and get out a good bit, because I think I'm going to make this one kind of medium length. The other ones I made kind of long, so I'm going to make this a little medium length. Go ahead, and you're going to need your scissors as well. I'm sorry, and I'm using a needle just because I think that might be easier. So just go ahead and set the scissors to the side, and let's go ahead and tie. Let's tie our yarn off on our tag. So just push that through. I can pick it up. Let's push it through. Okay. And let's just make a simple knot right here. So 1, I'll tie it twice, and 2. Now I'm going to leave that kind of long tail on there because I'm going to try and hide that in the beads whenever I do it. And I'm kind of playing with the colors that I have here. So as you can tell, it's the orange, black, and white. So that's what I'm going to be using. I have a little bit of the silver just because I have more of those. So I'm probably going to be using the orange, the black. I'm going to use the skulls for the white, and then I might add a little bit of silver in there as we get going. So let's just go ahead and start. So I'm going to feed my yarn through my needle, and this is actually a yarn needle. It's a different kind because it has the actual sharp point on it, so that's what I'm going to be using. So let's just start off with our black beads and feed that on, send it all the way down. Oops. Okay, and then we get right here and try and cover. We want to try and cover this up. So what I'm going to do is just take my needle off of there, feed it through here, and then again feed it through my bead. That way it kind of covers up that tail some. Okay, and gives us a nice kind of unnoticeable little knot seam right there. So you see how that makes it look a bit more professional. So I'm going to do that for 1 or 2 more beads. So let's go ahead and let's see here, put this back on. Now a lot of people, they use like tape or something on this. I figured since I'm using yarn, I'll use my yarn needle and see how that goes. So I'm going to go ahead and let's use our orange bead, and let's do a kind of small size and just bead that on there and just repeat the same process. So take that off, okay, twist it, okay, bead that on there. And then let's see about feeding that through our bead. And I will leave the link to these wooden beads down below in the description box because I did get these from Amazon. They're kind of hard to find in stores, and they're actually cheaper to get them from Amazon because you can get a pack of like 300 from Amazon for, I believe I paid $10 for these, whereas I think it's like Michael's or someplace has them for, I want to say they have like $10 for maybe 20. So, and for me, I've been using these a lot, so it's a bit better deal for me to actually get them from Amazon. So we are on to our white, and what I'm thinking about doing is I'm going to use a white bead right now, and then I'm going to do a little bit more with the black and the orange, and then we're going to try and use our foam skull. Now these did come from the Dollar Tree, like I've mentioned before. These are the white ones that they had. I had to go back and pick these up just because, I mean, they're so cute. Look at that. I love the way this looks. So let's just go ahead, and I've got my needle fed back on to my yarn. So let's go ahead and use a white bead. Okay, push that on there, and let's go back in with a black bead. Okay, and let's do an orange bead. Kind of feed these on here. Okay, and you see how cute that looks for like that spooky farmhouse design. I love the way this looks. So now what we're going to try and do is, another reason I wanted to use the needle is because I can use the point to try and make a hole within this. Now you could use something else to make a hole in this to make it a bead, but I figured I can try and use the needle and do this. So all I'm going to do is just go on the side of my skull, so right here on the side, and I'm going to try and where the middle of the skull big part would be, so kind of like right in here is where I'm going to put my needle. So let's just push that through. Alrighty, and then pull it out the other end. There we go. And hopefully it doesn't tear. And there we go. And that gives us a cute little added detail on our beaded garland. And there we go. So now from here, I'm just going to repeat this process a couple more times, and then I'll meet y'all back when I get ready to put the tassel on. Okay, so I just finished putting the rest of the beads on. Like I said, I wasn't gonna make this one too terribly long, and I did end up just using 2 of the skulls. So we're just going to stop it there because I'm kind of running out of the other colors that I want to use. So we'll just go ahead and stop it here. So I'm at the part where I need to put the tassel on. So all we're going to do is just find the middle part or the center of our loop right here. There we go. We're going to find the center part of our loop. There we go. And we're going to feed this end of it through, just like we would a regular bead. Okay, and now that we've gotten that on there, let's see here, we'll just go ahead and give this a little tie off. And I like to try and get it as close as possible to the beads. So just give that a little knot. Alright, now what we're going to do with the rest of our tail is the same thing that we did at the beginning to try and hide it some. We're just going to go ahead and I'm actually going to cut this down so it's easier to work with, since I didn't need all of that. So we'll cut that down. Okay, and I'm going to feed this end back onto my needle. So let's see here. Okay, and I'm just going to bring it up through the beads. So 1 and 2, just bring that up. Pull it nice and tight. Cut off the excess. And there we have it, our nice little tassel beaded garland for our spooky season is all nice and ready to display in our house. So I hope y'all found this simple. I hope y'all found it easy. It kind of gives you a different take on how you could do your beaded garland. You can make it yourself, and you can use these cute little skulls that we got from the Dollar Tree. And like I said, you can get this little tag that we got from Dollar General. And this craft, depending on what beads you choose, probably it only costs you about $10-12. You know, there's different beads out there that you could do. It kind of depends on you. Since I already had the paint and stuff, my prices are a little bit different, but for this craft it kind of depends on if you want to go ahead. They have pre-painted beads, they have beads that you can paint. It really depends on what you want to do. Instead of, you know, I know these aren't that expensive to buy, but I kind of like this because you can add your own little touches to it. So I hope y'all enjoyed that. Let me know down in the comments if you plan to make one of these. I would love to see it. it. So, you know, share it with me as much as possible. And I think that's about it for now. So I'll go ahead and turn it over to the other Maddie. Okay, so I hope y'all enjoyed that. I hope you found it at least a little bit helpful if you're wanting to make your own beaded garland. Like I said, I will leave the links for the wooden beans down below, because I like the different styles here. And then obviously you can pick up the little styrofoam skulls from your local craft stores. From any Dollar Tree has them recently. They brought these out for this year, which is really exciting, because you can use these for a whole variety of crafts. As I've showed you so far, we've used these in 2 crafts so far, and I still have a good many of these skulls to get through, and I have some more upcoming crafts that will probably entail these. But if y'all need a more detailed analysis or a detailed explanation of how I made the little tassel, then I can do that for you in like a short little video. But it's pretty simple. You just measure out your yarn, the main body of it, and you make it all the same length. Then you take another one and you just kind of wrap it, and you're pretty much done for making your little tassel there. So it's fairly simple. I used my tag and just kind of wrapped it around to keep everything measured out evenly. But so that is our lovely little craft for this week. I love what it says on it. Quit your witching. This currently lives in my living room along with some of my other Halloween decorations, or my all year decorations. Not really just for Halloween, but they're my all year decorations. So I do have this just kind of sitting out in my living room, and it's probably going to stay up all year long just because it's really cute. But I don't know. We'll see, because it's more Halloween colors. So I might make another one that stays out all year round, because they had this sign and they had 1 or 2 more that I might go back and get, since they're only $1, and you can use these for a variety of different crafts. So why not? But that is our craft video for this Wednesday. Drop me a comment below if there's anything that you're kind of looking forward to for this Halloween, or if there's anything that you really want to see me try to make, because recently, as you can tell, I've been doing some of the little dupes. So that is what we have been doing, you know, looking at something kind of expensive and trying to make our own. So everybody's been making these beaded wooden garlands, and I figured I'd try my hand at making my own. And it actually turned out, I've made 3, this is my 3rd one. This one turned out the best out of all of them, honestly. But I will let y'all go and stop rambling on. I hope y'all enjoyed this craft video. I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.